Welcome to Wanted Down Under, the show that sends a British family on a once-in-a-lifetime experience to test drive life on the other side of the world. The King family from Cardiff want a change of life, and Jamie thinks it should be New Zealand.
I think it would be a good experience and a good time for my wife and my children.
But teacher Helen needs convincing it's best for their boys.
The biggest worry I have is not making the right decision for the children, thinking that we're doing the right thing and finding out that it's wrong.
She has to trust me on this one, that we'll make the most of it and have a good time.
But which king will rule when it comes to a decision?
1 minute you think it might be the right thing, and then the next minute you know that it's not really. Maybe we needed this to... Well, we definitely needed this to help us decide, I think.
If we did emigrate to New Zealand, what's the worst thing that could happen?
If you're under 55 and have a skill that's in demand, you could be fast-tracked to a new start down under in New Zealand. Last year, more than 20,000 Brits took advantage of Kiwi immigration rules, but most of them had never even been to the country before. We put 15 British families to the ultimate test by giving them the chance to try out their dream life down under. They'll have just 1 week to find out all that they can about homes, work and lifestyle before voting for their future. Stay in the UK or move to New Zealand. The King family live in Cardiff, South Wales. Helen, a primary school teacher, is the visa applicant, while Jamie runs the family office cleaning firm. Their boys are James, aged 9, Adam, 7 and Sam, 4. Uprooting to New Zealand is an idea Jamie cooked up.
I've been a bit unsettled. Like I said, I've lived in America and lived in Europe, and I'm always looking for something new.
But he has to convince Helen.
The biggest worry I have is not making the right decision for the children, thinking that we're doing the right thing and finding out that it's wrong. You know, I'm happy with where they are, so it's quite a big gamble to move them out.
In Cardiff, Welsh is spoken as a second language in schools like Helen's, while down in New Zealand she'd have to teach classes where nearly a third could be Maori.
I hope for my own children that we'll find schools where the children are accepting of differences, because obviously if they're in a different school they're going to have differences. And I know children are quite adaptable and our family unit is quite strong, but I think if we do decide, it's going to be a massive change for them, and I want that to be as smooth as possible.
By coincidence, one of Helen's colleagues is from New Zealand.
I think her biggest challenge once she teaches in New Zealand is to want to come back. It's such a beautiful place, but I think she will find a lot of the Welsh kinship. We're very close, the cultures are very close, it's amazing. I think it's got something to do with the rugby.
Jamie's keen to get the boys into New Zealand sport. He used to play football professionally for Cardiff.
Kids don't mind kicking around, but with Adam, I think he quite likes the oval-shaped ball, which you can't trust a ball that doesn't bounce straight in my eyes. Down under, they don't play much football out there, but they do play obviously a lot of rugby.
Helen can see it might be a good move for the boys.
We could only give them very limited experiences here, and it does feel mundane. I am the main breadwinner. It's a big responsibility, but it's a responsibility that I've got here, so it's a responsibility that I'll deal with over there.
It'll be a huge decision for Jamie, who has strong ties with Cardiff and his parents close by.
I grew up around this neck of the woods, and I spend a lot of time speaking to my dad, and my mum comes down a couple of days a week and does bits and pieces for us. You know, they're the two people who I think of the most.
It's a lot to leave behind and a king-size decision for the family.
I think you do worry, whatever decisions you make, you'll never know whether it's right.
You know, and I've learned now that don't take things for granted, you know, and if you want to do something, go and do it, go and grab it with both hands, because you might not get that opportunity again.
We gave the Kings 1 week down under to help them make their big decision. They had 3 New Zealand lifestyles to choose from: life in the country, in the city and by the coast. I invited them to meet me in New Zealand House in London to see which lifestyle option they went for and how they got on. King family, welcome to New Zealand House. You are thinking about maybe emigrating to New Zealand. Why?
We're just looking for perhaps a little bit more of a quieter lifestyle. We've got a very busy life where we are at home, rushing from one thing to another.
What about you, Jamie?
It'd be nice if we was a little bit nearer to the coast and a bit nearer the beach.
How unhappy are you with work life here? Has that played a part?
I'm not unhappy, but I just think it's a skill that is worldwide, and you know, why not be in a nicer location?
OK. We gave you 3 lifestyle options with jobs attached for you to try, Helen. But don't tell me which one you picked yet. Let's first have a look at the country option. So I'll pass you that. Option 1 is the countryside around Puketapu with its rolling farmland and lush vineyards. Working here, Helen would earn £24,000 a year, teaching at the school headed by Mark Johnson.
We've got a lovely, relaxed working environment here. A class of 6 and 7-year-olds are preparing a story about monsters that is bound to terrify. We do lots of activities, but one of the sports that we're most well known for is canoe polo.
With this option, the Kings could afford a rural property like this, valued at £165,000. It has a large terrace and is surrounded by green fields, keeping the kids safely away from traffic.
If you were to choose us, you'd find us to be very friendly, relaxed, welcoming, and we've got great kids. We'd love to see you here at Puketapu.
Wow, so friendly.
Yeah, really nice. Looks like a nice school, nice house, doesn't it? It looks beautiful.
Plenty of land with it.
Well, shall we have a look at the city? Option 2 is the city of Napier, home of some of the world's finest Art Deco architecture. The city hosts many music and cultural activities involving schools like Taradale Primary. The principal is Alan McMillan.
Currently we have the Kapahaka Festival. It involves the children in Māori action songs. The green caps, they are using food scraps, make compost, growing the vegetables and then selling them back to the parents.
In the city, Helen could earn up to £25,000 a year, and they could afford this 3-bedroom property at £200,000.
It's a really neat place to live. Helen, I'd love to extend a warm welcome to you to come and visit us at Taradale Primary School.
Another nice fella, nice bloke.
Is that how you imagine yourself in the city?
No, again, coastline is what we're
Coast would be nice.
We haven't got that at home, have we? So that's what we
not
are
really,
looking
no.
for, I think.
Do you know what? I think we better have a look at the coast. Option 3 is the Pacific coast outside Napier. It's a paradise for water sports and a great place to bring up a family. Helen would be on a salary of £23,000 at Port Ahuriri School under headmaster Glenn France.
Hello Helen, and welcome to Port Ahuriri School. We have a good playing area, we have a fantastic library and a great ICT suite.
Here the Kings could afford this stylish 4-bedroom renovated property at £210,000. The beach and South Pacific would be right on their doorstep.
Helen, we would love you to come to Port Ahuriri School so that we can show you some of the fantastic things that our students do.
So what do you think of that, boys? Would you like to live near the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah? We showed the Kings healthy country living in Puketapu, urban living in Art Deco Napier City, and the fresh air coastal life just outside Napier. So what did they choose? Well, it seems like a pretty safe bet that you chose the coast.
Yes.
Yes. Why?
Well, for that reason, that we love the sea, we love the beach, the kids love the beach, and we want to be close to it.
Well, shall we have a look and see how you got on?
Okay.
Yeah. The Kings chose the beach option at Napier on the east coast of New Zealand. Because of its colourful Art Deco architecture, Napier attracts artists and fans of life as it used to be in the 1930s. Some locals still drive original cars of the period. The whole town was rebuilt after a devastating earthquake. How will the Kings like the time warp? After 36 hours and 12,000 miles of flying time, the family arrive, hoping the experience will be positive for all of them.
Our best hopes would be that we really enjoyed it and the kids enjoyed themselves and just experienced a different culture.
Adam's already spotted something for him and his brothers.
I looked out the window just now and I saw 2 houses with outdoor pools.
You like swimming in, Ad?
Yeah.
A lot rests on Helen getting her visa as a teacher.
The job's going to be a challenge, you know. I've got to go in and create the right impression, really.
So, as they start their week, how does Jamie rate their chances of emigrating?
At this stage, I really don't know what we're going to do, whether it be UK or New Zealand. It could go either way. We hope we make the right decision for the family.
The King's Castle for the week is right on the beachfront. It's owned by local artist Marie.
Hi, Marie. Nice. Jamie.
The property has 3 double bedrooms with an upstairs studio room looking over the Pacific. It's worth about £150,000, so it's the sort of place Jamie and Helen could afford.
Yeah, it's nice. Like you said, it's what we said. Wake up there in the morning and look out on the beach and the sea is great.
But I'll just show you through the house, and I try to make it so it's a little bit different. So if people are coming to stay, you haven't got your run-of-the-mill. So there's my paintings on the wall.
Marie is very proud of the Art Deco features she's put in.
The lamps are Art Deco.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, well, we've referred to the place as the Deco Beachfront, so we've just continued with that theme because that's very big here.
This is a bit Art Deco.
And into the kitchen here.
This is my domain.
So it's quite spacious.
Excellent.
So, and you
Very
can,
nice.
and it's very well equipped.
Compared to our place in Wales, like you said, we've got a bog standard townhouse, so very structured. This is not so structured, with rooms, offy rooms, but yeah, it's good, it's very nice.
And the kids always like the stairs. This might be Mum and Dad's getaway.
Oh, wow.
This is the part of the house that I had added on.
I like its quaintness, you know, it's not uniform, is it? It's nice.
Yeah, it's like a little jigsaw puzzle, but no, it's nice, and it's nice and spacious as well. Very nice, I like it.
Back in Cardiff, the Kings live in a modern townhouse worth about £250,000. In Napier, it's a real mix of old and new, with no 2 houses the same. As style is very much a matter of taste, we're showing the Kings 3 very different designs, all close to the beach. After a night to recover from jet lag, they wake up to their sea view and have even seen dolphins swimming by. It's just a few minutes' walk to the first property for sale. It's also on the Esplanade in Napier and costs £175,000. The architect's quirky nautical design reflects its beachfront location. As well as 3 double bedrooms, on top it has a self-contained studio apartment.
Hello. I'm fine, thanks. Warm, it's lovely.
Now this is one of the living areas. The beauty of this is that you've got Western Hill view, which is over towards the ranges, and our Napier Airport.
I absolutely love plane watching, so it would be perfect.
I live on a busy road, so you know, people like different things, and for some people that would be a really neat thing to watch.
The mountain range is nice,
Yes,
beyond.
and boys can just peek out. Who does the cooking in the family?
I do.
Excellent. Come on down and let's have a look at this kitchen. So this is where you would normally be preparing the food and washing the dishes. So wow, absolutely fabulous.
Excellent.
Okay. Actually, today's a good day to look at the sea.
Look,
it's lovely.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
It's down to the lower decks of the ship and the crew room.
This is great.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
Yo, your body, where's the pump
Now,
up? Jeez.
we're actually below the ground. Now, we've got a brick exterior. Dad's already found himself at home. Look at that.
Right then, Nadia, what do you want? Quick half, darling?
Oh, sorry, never during the day.
I might even let the kids in here now and again.
So, first impressions?
Everything you could really ask for, isn't it? You got the sea, which you wanted, the views, space.
This is a great
It's
first
a great
property.
start.
And finally to the penthouse master bedroom.
This is what we call our his and hers. Have we got one of those at home?
No.
His clothes, her clothes.
Somewhere to put all their shoes.
Handbags. Yes. Wonderful. Now, just watch your step. So this is your early morning view out here.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. I'm feeling a bit stressed. I'll just have a look up into the ocean. So what's this on the market for?
This one's advertised for somewhere around the 550,000.
So roughly calculated, you're looking about 170,
180,000
pounds, yeah?
Yep, it's very affordable.
Yeah, definitely.
Helen wants your money, Jamie.
Do you take cash now?
Oh, I'll take lots of cash now.
Wow, only on property 1 and the Kings have found their dream home. On to property 2, which gets the sea view from Napier Hill. It's valued at £270,000, which includes all the furnishings, as it's a holiday home being sold complete. It's got 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a secluded swimming pool hidden at the bottom of the garden.
Oh, come through and have a look at this amazing view up here.
Lovely.
Yes. Wow.
We want someone by the coast, whether it be by the sea or on the view of the sea. So the view is spectacular.
I think I'd like to be down there though. You know, I'd rather be down by it, I think. But it's beautiful.
Okay, so you've got your dining room and your kitchen. And of course they've designed all the decks out here to, you know, like if you've got the prevailing winds coming this way, you can sit in here, it's nice protection. And then of course you've got this as well.
So there's a great view here now, but might they be building over there? Or?
They certainly am. That was purchased from developers from Auckland. The consent's in council at the moment. There's going to be apartments built over there.
But we wouldn't lose any of this?
No, definitely not.
Time to see the bedrooms.
Okay, so this is the master bedroom, and as you can see, you lay in bed, you've got your beautiful views.
That is lovely, isn't it?
The boys have spotted something for them.
What have you seen, kids?
Swimming pool.
Oh, that's not yours, mate. That's the neighbours. Joking.
They might also like a dip in the spa bath included in the price.
Wow.
Look at that. That's like the one at the country club.
Pretty neat, eh?
And down through the jungle, the boys finally get to see the pool.
Well, what do you think of this, boys?
Whoa.
Eh? Go through and have a look. So there's your lovely swimming pool.
Right there, son. I'll race you down to the end. Would you like to have your own pool?
Yeah.
Is that definite?
Yeah.
Has it beaten property 1?
I'm really surprised at what we can afford out here. I mean, we couldn't get anything near like this in the UK. It's not as quaint as the other one. It's more new.
It's a beautiful house. It's brand new. You know, it's got a cracking view. It's got a pool for the kids. You know, it's something that we certainly wouldn't be able to have in the UK. Just be intrigued now to see what the third property's like.
To get them in the mood for the last and most chic property, we're transporting the Kings royally in high Napier style. The original Buick limo is from the 1930s, like most of Napier's buildings. Locals, like their driver, are passionate about the period, and if the Kings are going to settle here, they'll have to get used to the decadent style Napier's famous for. The 10-minute drive takes them to the select Bay View area, where property 3 is for sale at £240,000. This executive home looks one way to the Pacific and the other to vineyards. Inside, it has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and a vast open-plan dining living area.
Which, as you can see, is really spacious, great for a family.
Wow. Like the doors that open
Great
out.
outdoor area, which you've got the doors that open right out into the grounds here. Got a beautiful kitchen here and the breakfast bar.
Yeah, it's nice. Got plenty of workspace. Nice out. The lights going up.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they? Very nice.
Right, we'll go to this end first, shall we? This is the boys' room.
Boys,
look at this
way,
one.
kids. Wow.
That's
awesome, eh?
What do you think, kids? Whose room?
Me.
You sure?
Yeah, me.
Yeah?
Me.
Why?
Me. Car.
It's cars. You don't want this room, son? Too small for you, mate, isn't it?
Right, we'll go through into the girls' room over the other side, which would have to be turned into a boys' room.
Exactly. No girls in our family.
Yet.
Whoa!
Sounds like Helen's got some family expansion ideas. And if there's cause to celebrate, there's always the handy local vineyard.
It will never be built on here because that's a vineyard over there. It's a lovely, peaceful outlook.
Yeah, it's a lot of rooms, isn't it? It's a lot of rooms.
Yeah.
It's a massive plot.
I love the plot, I mean,
massive.
and the location is amazing. It's very square though, isn't it? Very, I don't know, it's not, it doesn't feel homely. Wow.
Nice. It's a bit small.
A dream bathroom. A bit small, do you reckon? Look, it's ideal up here.
Superb bath.
It'd feel quite funny not having anything at the windows, wouldn't it?
But you have Ellen with eyesight to see from over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's massive compared to their Cardiff townhouse, but is it worth £240,000?
It's an amazing price for the size of the home and the amount of land that you've got.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get anything like that back in the UK.
Time to vote. if the boys can be found.
Boys! Boys! Where are you?
Come on then.
Come on, out of the castle, let's go.
I don't like this one though.
Did you? Why not?
It's too big.
Too big, yeah?
Too big, you could get lost in here.
That's what we're going to get, Sam. So we can't hear you.
Maybe this castle is too big for our kings, but were the family impressed overall?
Okay then, we've seen 3 properties, so we've got the quirky one, or the one with the pool, or this big huge one. So we're going to have to make a decision. So after 3, it's going to be New Zealand properties or UK. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
New Zealand! Loved that car, and great that they love those stylish houses. But now to the serious business of work. Helen needs to be convinced that working in Napier will be as good as the school should be leaving behind in Cardiff. Helen is to teach for a day at Napier's biggest primary school. It's the children's first day back, but Helen's the one feeling preschool nerves.
Brand new school, brand new place, brand new people to meet, brand new kids, brand new nerves. Really nervous.
Headmaster Glenn France tries to put Helen at ease.
Hello, Helen.
Hello.
Welcome to Port School.
Nice to meet you.
Excited?
Little.
Nervous?
Little.
So the children, it's first day back, so they'll be quite nervous and excited.
It's straight in to face the class.
Good morning, children. Or as we say in Wales, Bwrdd. Can you say that? Bwrdd. Fab.
As Helen tames this flock, Jamie's visiting a working sheep station to see if the boys get on with the animals.
You all right, eh?
Good, James. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, great.
This is Bert.
Oh, Bert.
Bert. And this is our pig over here. His name's Captain.
Captain. He's keen, look.
You're
James, get on
game
that.
enough to feed him? Get Dad up here.
Yeah, look at that.
He really likes... Just hold it back,
Right.
Dad. James.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. Look at his eyes. He gets quite relaxed about the whole job.
Hey, your dad's used to being with pigs, son, don't worry.
You're a bit of a pig farmer over there?
Yeah, only on a Saturday night.
Only on a Saturday night.
Hey!
Well, these lambs are about 1 week old.
They're lovely, aren't they? Huh? Want to hold, Dad? Yeah?
Have a hold.
Okay.
The boys like these New Zealand natives as much as lambs back in Wales, but Jamie's beginning to worry Napier life is too quiet compared to home.
It's very quiet, shops are quiet, you know, we went to the swimming pool yesterday, that was quite quiet, which is a nice thing. It just takes a little bit of getting used to, that's all. When we go into Cardiff, it's really busy, they're not happy with that, so then, you know, you've got to find a happy medium, haven't you? The question is that when they get to 16, 17, 18, they may want to seek city life, they may want to go back to where they're from. We've only been here a short while, we need to see a little bit more of, possibly, of New Zealand. The cow's off New Zealand and what it's got to offer us as a family.
Sounds like the cow needs milking.
Well, I'll show you. We've got to hold it, it's not going to come out on a tap. That one in. Right.
That one.
Yeah, hold on now, pull it down. That's it, squeeze the end. Up and down. Sad, is it, sir?
Yeah.
Hey! Well done, Dad!
Oh, he's doing better than the old man, isn't he? Look at that, he's great, he's fantastic.
Hey, Dad, you've done really well there, son.
Good, he's done a great job. In you go, Dad. Wow,
It's
Dad.
important Jamie finds things the boys will enjoy, and he's certainly trying to squeeze the most out of the day.
I hope Mum's having more success than what I'm having. I couldn't decide today either way. I wouldn't know whether it would be the UK or whether it would be New Zealand. I certainly wouldn't make a decision on what we've just seen now.
Back at school, Helen can't forget home either.
I've got a few things to show you that I've brought with me from Wales today, okay, and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about why I've brought them.
Helen's performance is under the headmaster's watchful eye.
Does anybody know what flower this is? Fantastic. So this is our flower that we have in Wales.
Helen's very good. She's engaged the children. She's got the props and everything there, and the children are responding extremely well. So very favourable impression so far.
The Maori culture. And in Wales we have something a little bit like the Maori culture, and it's called the Welsh culture.
While Welsh is a second language in Helen's old school, here it's Maori.
So we can say kia ora, good morning. Who can remember what it is in Welsh? Kia ora.
Maori children make up a third of most of New Zealand classes, and every teacher has to be familiar with a treaty drawn up with the Maori chiefs. So Helen has to do her own studying.
I think because she has an understanding that New Zealand has a culture and that Wales has a culture, and that there is that understanding there that those cultures are part of the mainstream culture, I think she'd fit in very well.
Doesn't matter where in the world they are, they're same spelling mistakes, same questions, same uncertainty.
But how does this school compare to hers in Cardiff?
Our school seems to be anyway more spread out. I mean, this does feel quite small, and you know, everyone kind of knows each other, I guess.
Lovely. Okay, that's good. Did you get a stick?
It's really cool because with Miss King, she teaches us lots about Wales. Really enjoy it, and it's fun to learn about different countries.
Well, she seems pretty cool for her first time here. She's better than a few teachers that I've seen.
The kids were impressed, but how does Helen feel about teaching in a school she finds far less challenging than back home?
The children have been receptive and responsive. They enjoyed hearing all about the Welsh costume and language and all that sort of thing. Staff are great. It's a lovely school. It's really, really difficult. You know, I love my job at home. I've enjoyed my morning here, but I'm afraid my loyalties are with the UK.
Something that could sway the King's decision to move here is the Kiwis' passion for sport. From soccer to rugby to more extreme activities like bungee jumping, they really throw themselves into it.
We always say in New Zealand you can go skiing in the morning and you can go surfing in the afternoon. I've done that. So, you know, it provides a unique opportunity both summer and winter, both sea and the mountains, to get involved in outdoor recreation.
98% of New Zealand teenagers take part in a sport of some kind.
Well, schools are the breeding ground for good attitude around physical well-being and physical activity. So a lot of effort goes into schools, a lot of programs in schools.
But it's not all about becoming an All Black.
We're adrenaline junkies. We've got a wide variety of weird sports like bungee jumping. I think most New Zealanders at some point have jumped themselves off a cliff or off a building. There is zorbing. There's a whole multitude of things if you really want to get involved in it, if you're that way inclined.
So what makes New Zealanders such a race of red-blooded sports enthusiasts?
We're a very proud nation, proud of our heritage, proud of the unspoiled environment that we have around. Whatever your passion might be as a family or as individuals, our forebears were the ones that came and carved the bush, and they've always been pioneers, be it on the sea or on the land. And as a result of that, I think that's rubbed off on who we are and our culture. And New Zealanders love nothing more than getting out and competing against the environment.
The King family have swapped their modern city life in Cardiff with the picturesque Art Deco town of Napier in New Zealand and a quieter beach lifestyle.
Do you take cash now?
I'll take lots of cash.
All the dream homes were fit for the Kings.
This is great. Oh my God. Look at this.
You got the old body. Where's the pump up? Jeez.
But Helen found schoolwork here less exciting.
I'm afraid my loyalties lie with the UK.
And Jamie worried life here might be too quiet for the kids.
The question is that when they get to 16, 17, 18, they may want to seek city life. They may want to go back to where they're from.
Will the boys find New Zealand sport too extreme? What if it's not right for the younger Kings?
If we feel that the boys aren't happy at the end of the week, then it won't be the right choice for us as a family. We work together and we listen to what they say, and we'll make the choice that's right for the five of us.
And will messages from home be too much to bear?
We're missing you. Hope you're having a great time. You know, we think of you every day. And God bless you all.
Hopefully soon.
Drink, I think.
The Kings are keen to find out whether the New Zealand sporting lifestyle is for them. The boys have been into football ever since Jamie played professionally for Cardiff. But how will they take to their Kiwi national sport, rugby?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the day. Please don't disappear. After this game, after the conclusion of this game, we're going to have presentations.
Who are we? Napier! Tuturu Whakamu! Wakateina!
The haka war dance is a Maori way of intimidating the opposing tribe.
Look at it!
If the boys are going to play rugby here, they'll have to learn the haka.
My kids are a bit quiet for all of that.
Did you learn it, boys?
Did you learn the haka?
Yeah?
Adam?
Yeah, Sammy? Did you learn that?
Yeah?
Yeah?
It's good, it's impressive. Like kids of that age as well, you know what I mean? They just get brought up with it, like. It's, and obviously it's their heritage. If it is part of the lifestyle, well then obviously we're going to have to try and engage in some of that as well.
First, how will they get on learning to play rugby itself? They can catch okay, but can they be aggressive?
They go like this and put them up like this. One leg and just drag them there.
So, does Jamie think they can tackle this way of life?
Yeah, he don't mind the tackling, he's alright, he's not bad, he's quite physical. They're still only young, aren't they? So sure they'll get better as they get older.
Finally, time to see if they can hack the haka. The Kings are being allowed into a marae, a sacred Maori meeting place, to learn the haka from one of the tribe's elders.
Okay, Mum and Dad and the boys, it's time we taught you the haka in front of the Matahiwi Marae meeting house, okay? Hands on hips, ringa-ringa, pākia, wai takahia, e te rono kai wā hohoki mai, kamate, kamate, kaora, kaora, kamate, kamate, kaora, kaora, tēnei te tangata, huru, huru, nānei tiki mai waka whiti te rā, haupane, haupane, kaupane, whiti te rā.
All right, guys, it's time to vote on lifestyle.
So we've had a good look, kids, at the way New Zealanders do the sport and that, and we've had a look at the Maori culture and everything. So we're going to have a little vote now. So after 3, 1, 2, 3. We got UK, New Zealand. Okay, Sam, you're the one who's only chosen New Zealand on this one.
I like the haka.
You like the haka. Okay, Sam.
As their week comes to a close, Helen and Jamie have been weighing things up. Is the beach lifestyle right for them after all?
So how are you feeling all about it all then?
A place like this is way too quiet for me.
I know, but this is what you wanted.
Yeah, no.
What's wrong with you is you didn't want...
Oh, shut up. What about you? You couldn't live here, could you?
Yeah, I could.
Could you? Where? Where are you going to work?
I don't want to work.
I know you don't want to work, nor do I.
If I showed this to you on a picture and said, oh, you know, how about living there? You'd be like, yeah. And now we're here, you're like, it's a bit too quiet for me now.
Well, it is quiet.
And another big concern is the close family they'd be leaving behind.
What about your mum and dad and that? How do you think they'd feel?
I think they would break their hearts.
Why do you think it's right for the kids then?
For the kids? I don't know whether it is right for the kids.
I'm just trying to counterbalance
the
loss of their grandparents to having a better life, and I'm wondering what it is that we could give them that would be a better life for them.
So how are we going to decide? Maybe
I don't know.
toss a coin?
Well, that's one way of deciding. Helen's concerned Jamie's dream might not come true.
This is what we wanted, you know, this beautiful beach lifestyle. Open space. He loves looking at the ocean. He loves gathering his thoughts. Inside, he's thinking it through. He's thinking about his dad. He's thinking about what's going on at home. And then when we get home, he'll be thinking about here, wanting to come back. And
their decision really is in the balance, but they want to do the best for their boys.
They think we're on holiday. They don't think that this could be a life-changing decision. I think it's a great place to bring them up, a great place for them to be while they're this age. But I worry then that they would actually seek city life when they sort of got older. So, I don't know, worry all your life, don't you, about your kids. If we feel that the boys aren't happy at the end of the week, then it won't be the right choice for us as a family. We work together and we listen to what they say, and we all make the choice that's right for the 5 of us.
It's been a fascinating week for everyone, but what about their friends and family? We've prepared some messages from their loved ones back home to help them decide if they really could make the move.
Maybe it's not a good idea now.
Hi Helen, I think the world of you and we'd miss you so much at Oakfield.
Hi James, Blogsy here. If it all works out and you do go to New Zealand, I'm going to really miss you, mate.
Hello Helen, Jamie, James, Adam, Sam. I hope you're having a really good time and missing you so much.
Jamie's he's a bit cocky, but I think he's great. He's happy-go-lucky. And that's what I like about him. I never see him down, or very rarely.
You don't see him very often then?
She's very caring and marvellous mother. Sorry.
With Jamie, Helen is the brains behind the relationship, so he relies on her for all the technical stuff. Sorry, James.
The first thing I thought when they said, my first thought was my grandchildren, I have to be honest, because they're only small and they grow up so quickly, and I really don't want to miss that. So that was my first thought.
There is nothing I could say about our daughter whereby she's done anything remotely that's upset us. But to go to New Zealand, yeah.
It would be really sad if Helen was to go. However, if that's the journey she wants to go on and take her children and her husband with her, I wish her all the best for the future.
Yeah, I shouldn't say it, but I feel that they're being selfish. And I can't help that. That's the truth. It's come from the heart. I'm a strong believer that you're there to help your family. And I just feel there's times you've got to be there for your family, and we're not.
It's a good start for them. New Zealand, wonderful place. So yes, he's thinking along those lines. I think he'll settle, and he'll put the children and Helen first, I think.
I'm totally gutted, really gutted, as to why they feel they need to move to this side of the world and leave the family.
I think this opportunity is brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and we're behind him 100%. Of course, we're going to miss them.
We don't want them to go. We really don't want them.
But we would never.
I would never stand in it.
I would not want them to see this.
No.
For it to influence their decision.
No.
If it all works out and you do go to New Zealand, well, I'll really miss you. You've always been there for me through thick and thin. And I hope it works out with you, for you and the kids and Helen. But I'll really miss you.
We know you'd be an asset to any school that you went to. All the best, and we love you lots.
Whatever you decide to do, we'll be behind you. We really don't want you to stay over there. We want you to come home. But, as long as you're enjoying yourselves, it's completely up to you.
Listen, guys, I hope you're having a fabulous time. We support you 100%. You go for it. Love you.
We're missing you. Hope you're having a great time. We think of you every day, and God bless you all. Hopefully see you soon.
Have a drink, I think.
Jamesy's filling up.
What's
Dad's filling up.
All right, Sam? Yeah? What do you think of that? You miss him?
Yeah.
John has, said that we're selfish. I don't think he means that in a horrible way for 1 minute. I know he doesn't, because, he's got a big heart. And I know that for my mum and dad as well, they would be very upset, but I know they would understand. What we're leaving behind is the biggest issue. All the other things are immaterial, you know.
Oh, it's been on a bit of an emotional roller coaster, I suppose. You know, you're torn between having a lovely time and then, you know, thinking about family and, you know, what's back home, and one minute you think it might be the right thing and then the next minute you know that it's not really. Maybe we needed this to, well, we definitely needed this to help us decide, I think.
The Kings were impressed by the homes that could make their castle, but Helen found schoolwork wasn't stimulating.
My loyalties are with the UK.
The boys weren't intimidated by the haka and decided rugby wasn't their game.
I don't really like rugby.
When they heard messages from home, even Jamie couldn't hold back the emotion.
It's time for the whole family to vote for the last time down under. So, who will fly the flag for New Zealand and who will vote UK?
The King's home for a week has been the Art Deco town of Napier on New Zealand's North Island. Living right on the beach has been a massive change from their city life in Cardiff. But has it been too peaceful for them?
We've had a great week here in New Zealand. We've experienced some brand new things, some new cultures. We've looked at some brilliant houses, but now we've got to decide whether we're going to come to New Zealand to live or whether we're going to stay with our family in the UK. Ready, everyone? After 3, 1, 2, 3. UK!
UK.
Well, we didn't know which way it was going to go. They each made their own choice, but I can see that we've all decided to stick with the UK.
For now, eh? For now. Let's just leave it at that, for now.
So, all of you voted UK. Having been back here now a little while, how are you thinking, feeling about it all?
We loved it while we were there and we had a great time. But, you know, there's a lot of things that aren't right for us at this particular moment in time.
And what about you?
You know, we met some fantastic people out there, seen some fantastic things. You know, you don't often see a school of dolphins swimming past when you're having breakfast. But, but it's a long way to go just to see dolphins at breakfast time.
How much of it was the pull of family and friends here?
I've got a good friendship with my father, a close relationship, you know, with all our family and that. And, you know, for them, I don't want them to grow up possibly not having that friendship.
You know, and it's not fair to take that away from them, just because maybe we want something new.
OK, I'm now going to ask you to vote for the final time as to whether you're going to stay in the UK or move to New Zealand. Wow, happy families. Everyone's made the same decision. So is this a decision that may change in the future?
Well, never say never, but for now we're sticking.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
So the King family have said never say never. Join us again next time when we'll be finding out how another British family got on when they were wanted down under.
You can press right now to